This is Main Event Arcade here in Grapevine, Texas. And fun fact about this main event is that it's actually the second main event ever. So this main event opened right after the Louisville main event, which is about 10-15 minutes down the road in Dallas, Texas. And this is their second store. And it's really new now. So they remodeled it a bunch. And the store's been open since 2000, which is very old. So here's what it looks like. It looks a lot like Louisville. So you walk in on that side and their eating area is much larger, so it's not bad. And there's their bar, and here is their bowling alley. So they have a bunch of lanes here. Pretty sure it's a lot more than Louisville, Texas, but this store opened right after that main event, 2 years after, and that was right when the first Dave & Buster's stores were nearby the area too. So it's a very, very historical location. But here's what the arcade looks like now. It's a lot newer. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna start over here actually. There is a stacker in the corner. So they have their mega stacker here with tickets. You don't win those prizes, you only win tickets. That's very weird. And then here is their La Bella's Pizza Kitchen. So that's pretty cool. And then here is their main arcade area. So first they have a tower of tickets right here and has a bunch of rolls in there. And then this is very rare. I think this is the only main event that has this game. It's a tractor like claw machine. That's very rare. And then here is their Pop the Lock, Pac-Man Shot Mania, Basketball Pro, a Connect 4, the world's largest Pac-Man. They have their Connect 4 hoops right here. And they have a Let's Bounce right there. There are 2 of the hyper shoots, and there is a milk jug toss, a down the clown, a skee ball, and if you're low on credits, you can recharge your card, or not recharge your card, you can swipe. And even if you have less than 5 credits, it'll still let you play, so that's pretty cool. There's a Lane Master, Hyper Pitch, Transformers Human Alliance. They have a dodgeball right here. There's a goldfishing. There are some NBA basketball hoops, a Dead Storm Pirates, 3 Giga claw machines, the Elon ones. There's a Monster Drop Extreme, there's 2 of those. There is a Centipede Chaos, there's 2 of their Batman racers. There is a Fast and the Furious arcade, a Wicked Tuna, NBA Superstars, and a King of Rings. Pump It Up Infinity, Minecraft Dungeons, AMC, Walking Dead, a Space Invaders Frenzy, Guitar Hero, Wild West Shootout, Terminator Operation, and Aliens. Then here is their Typhoon. And then take a look over here. They have some air hockey tables. These are the green ones. These aren't the main event ones. They're just standard green ones from Dynamo, which is pretty cool. There are 4 Cruise and Blasts here. There are 2 MotoGPs. There's a Black Bull right there, House of the Dead, photo booth right here. And then there's also a Wacky-Wit over there. Forgot to show it. But there is a Wacky-Wit. Then here are some coin pushers. Here they have 2 of the SpongeBob Pineapple Arcade coin pushers. They all work, so that's pretty cool. They have 2 of those. They have a Treasure Quest right here. Then they have a Quick Drop right there. Subway Surfers, Rabbids right there. 4 Mario Karts, Walking Dead, Sonic the Hedgehog, Blast Ball, Candy Crush. And if you guys see it with 1 level left, there's 1,000 tickets, so that's a very good jackpot to get. There's a Geared Up right here. And then over here, there are some kiosks. And here is their King Kong game. That's another VR game. There is a claw machine right here. It's just a square claw machine from LEI Games. There's a Crazy Tower, Hot Wheels game. And then here, actually, is their laser tag arena. So one of these very first main events, they're a different layout. So it's pretty cool. There's a laser tag here, just like the Louisville main event. And after this one, they actually opened a Plano, Texas main event, which also has the laser tag. So a lot of these main events, the very first ones, they look similar, and then they started changing it to add ropes course and stuff. But this one's a really cool one. There's a Goal Line Rush, there is a Whack and Win, there's a Flappy Tickets, Injustice, Crossy Road. Here's their prize room right here. And here is Beat Saber, Wheel of Fortune, another Beat Saber. The corner is even more games. So they have their big one crane, very old big one crane with tickets in it. There's also a Treasure Quest and Wheel of Fortune right there. There's a Grab and Win, a Prize Locker. There's 4 big bass wheels here, not 3, but 4. There's 2 2-minute drills, which is crazy. Usually only 1. There's a Spin and Win, and there's a Pirate Tug. And then here is their prize room. They call theirs the Winner's Choice. But this store and Plano are very, very similar in layout. So their prize room is a lot different than most of the other main events that you guys see. So here's what it looks like. Here's a bunch of toys and stuff like that, and plush and candy. And main event just has a lot of toys. Like, it's just toys, candy. It's like an unbelievable amount of stuff, and plush. So much stuff to choose from. It's crazy. There's a whole bit of plush there. There's a whole wall of plush up there. Lights and toys. It's a really decent selection. But yeah, lots of stuff. Absolutely insane. Here's their candy selection. It's not as big as other main events, but they still have a bunch of stuff. So here's a bunch of candy. There's a bunch of the full-size candy up there. And then here's all the other stuff in there. So they have some speakers and stuff like that. So it's not bad overall. Yeah, lots of stuff. And yeah, that is basically it. So this is the main event arcade in Grapevine, Texas, outside of Dallas-Fort Worth. And second ever main event. The first 4 main events actually were in Dallas, so it makes it very, very rare. But the first 4 main events were in Dallas, and it's very awesome. So they all started here, and a lot of these stores are very, very classic and retro here. They haven't really expanded off since, but they have some really cool stuff here. These are really, really unique layouts that you really only see in this region. You don't see them anywhere else. So very, very rare layout. If you guys have been here before, comment down below. But a lot of these older stores are very awesome. So that's basically it. This is main event, Grapevine, Texas. We'll be off to the next arcade, next main event, and the next tour. Go down below, click subscribe, check out all my other tours, and I'll see you guys in the next one.